Tip number 2, coordinate your advertising and PR efforts. And Ryan's gone, I think, but this, I think, was something that MTN, with that IOBA campaign, seemed to do extremely well. Every single client would love to leverage their campaigns through editorial content. But too many clients see their PR effort as completely separate from their overall marketing effort, from their advertising effort. They might even often brief their PR agency in after the fact. They say, here's our campaign now, go and get us editorial content. These clients are missing the mark on 2 scores. Firstly, they're not using the clout of their radio spend. Okay? It sounds like MTN did that very well, but if you're going to spend money with the radio station, they will pay attention. Understand that spending money with the radio station will never and should never guarantee editorial. But the fact that you're spending will cause the program manager to at least stop and listen. And back to my previous point, if you understand what the program manager is trying to achieve in his life, and then you come up with good editorial suggestions that tick his boxes, you'll very often get a result. The second way in which those clients who don't do this, the second way they miss the mark, is that they don't use the existing communication channel. Think about this. The advertising spend will have been planned and negotiated between the media strategist and the account executive. Okay? And then along comes the PR agency and phones a producer or the program manager directly asking for content. The producer has absolutely no context as to what this is about, and 9 times out of 10 he'll simply bin it. The advertising objective and the PR objective of a campaign are always exactly the same. They are to create awareness and to generate footfall. So it's the same brief. So use the AE, use the strategist, use that relationship, and make sure that your request for content leveraging is part of your overall brief right up front. A good example of this, the Good Food and Wine Show. This is another client of ours. We've done the radio for the Cape Town, Joburg and Durban shows. Well, Joburg is still coming up this month. Now, the strategy was simple. Brief in the ad spend and editorial requests simultaneously, exactly like I just said. The key here wasn't the spend. It wasn't a big budget. But the key was the fact that we got the account executive to facilitate our approach to the program manager for editorial content. So they explained the context to the program manager. So when we picked up the phone to the program manager, they were prepared to listen. Admittedly, the Good Food and Wine Show brings with it a lot of natural leveraging opportunities. I mean, it's great. It's got a whole lot of world-famous chefs that they bring out. So program managers are looking for this kind of thing. But the principle of coordinating your advertising and PR efforts still applies, no matter what product, whether you're selling paint, tires, or whatever. Some of the leveraging that we managed to negotiate on behalf of Good Food and Wine Show. Cape Talk created a listener event with Heston Blumenthal, which was at the show. Africa Milane, also on Cape Talk, he broadcast live from the show. It was a cool little idea. He basically sat around a lunch table with a whole bunch of dinner guests, and they were all celebrities. And it was almost like the listener was listening in on this very cool dinner party. KFM gave away tickets and chef paraphernalia to club VIP members. KFM also have an out and about crew who go out to events called the Out and About crew, and they visited the show and did live crossings. And then East Coast ran the Cook Idols promotion as a station initiative. We've got a very cool thing coming up for the Joburg show, where basically Highfault have agreed to host a cooking demonstration with Gordon Ramsay and Darren Simpson, who presents the morning show on Highfault. And it's going to be like they're going to get about 50 or 60 exclusive listeners who will come along to attend. So that's going to be very cool. Kaya agreed to have a presence at the show and to host the Odomeester Lounge. And then we got lots of interviews. As I say, interviews is not difficult when you've got a product as cool as the Good Food and Wine Show. And the client was chuffed.